What's shaking, everybody? Yellow. So I had a funny idea, actually. I wish I had a parrot that could like teach to do my introductions for me. Go, yellow, yellow. That just was some random thought I had in my head. But welcome to Versus episode number 6. Today we're going to be talking about Megaminx um, and how they compare. We've been doing a lot of giveaways, a lot of customization, a lot of like side things, and I got kind of away from our general reviews of cubes and knowledge of cubes, algorithm, overviews and whatnot. So trying to get back into some of the real like in-depth cube content, not just the surface level giveaways and whatnot. But don't get me wrong, I'll keep the giveaways going. We still have our customization video going. That will have the UV coating arrives tomorrow, so I'll have that finished tomorrow. But I figured today, let's do a little Megaminx comparison. Oh, real quick, anyone that digs this hat, this is a Tool, the band. This is a Tool hat. Was designed by Alex Gray. If you're familiar with Tool or their artwork on any of their albums or anything, he does all of their artwork. He's an amazing artist. I believe his Instagram is Alex Gray Cosm. But yeah, check him out if you don't already know him, and if you do like him, check him out. This was a custom, I think it was like one of 100 hats. One of my friends got me this for my birthday last year. But anyways, sorry, back to the cubes. I always get distracted. But so I only have 2 Megaminxes. I'm not a huge Megaminx solver. I've gotten into it recently this year, just as I've been branching out to more puzzles, just trying to kind of expand my mind. But yeah, so I recently purchased the Dayan Megamix Pro. That was like right when it came out, right before the new year. And then after that, I got kind of used to this and I had a lot of fun with it. So then I ended up purchasing the YuHu from YJ, just because it had so many good reviews and it was only like $13-14. I mean, this is a really inexpensive puzzle. So I figured why not? But it gives me just enough puzzles here to kind of give you a comparison. And I do have a strong opinion about this one. So first, let's go ahead and let's do the YuHu first. This is the older puzzle, been around longer, a little more like traditionally famous or whatever. So here's the box, super straightforward, very thin cardboard, the kind that usually rips when you open it, to be honest. Nice like iridescent, shades and colors on the outside, but that's packaging. There's not anything in there. There's one little piece of paper actually down here. Let's see what this is. It's a solving guide, a Megaminx solving tutorial, so at least they give you some how-to. But anyways, let's see how this thing turns. God, so you can already probably tell what my opinion's gonna be, but so this cube's, the performance is actually very good. Like on paper, if you were to look at it, like here's 45-degree corner cutting, like all day long. I mean, I snapped that one really hard, and I really don't need to. I mean, it's very flexible, this puzzle, and I've actually tightened this. This was on a looser setting when I got it, and there we go. Now that we got some, I don't know, it's looking a little smoother now that we're getting a little hang of it, but it's just, I got used to this puzzle after getting used to the Dayan Megamix Pro, and there's just no comparison. This is a great puzzle for the price. I know I don't usually like using those qualifiers, but it really is. Like for the price, it's magnetic, it's got good finger gripping. Like my times are not bad on this at all. I'm not really fast in general at Megaminx yet, but like in comparison, my times are not too much worse on this. The solving experience is not as pleasant to me. So again, I will point out, like, it's got really nice grips. I mean, you can see the really like the indentations and how grippy all of the edges are. And you'll see, if you're not familiar with other Megaminxes, how different this is once you see the other one. Then, like, let me just take off the center cap here so you guys can see. So, popped back on, sorry about that. But one of the other things, so you'll see, like, just take note. So we have just a simple screw. Like a lot of, puzzles, you just have a screw and a spring. If you're lucky, you might have dual adjustment, but this does not. It's just a spring in there, and so all 12 sides are gonna have the same thing. Really simple to adjust. I will say that it's just a screw. It's very easy, and the caps come on, pretty easily. They're kind of a funky shape, and not, you see it went right in. And me not being as familiar with these puzzles, like trying to mod it or trying to adjust it at first, I was kind of a little like, oh, I don't want to break anything, or I don't want to do anything wrong. And they're very resilient and very actually easy to use. But this is a great puzzle, and I will say also, like, the I got this because the Dayan Megamix, so we can start switching over, is on the smaller side. And I do have big hands, and usually I like small puzzles. It's just kind of my thing. But this was one that was just like almost on the like too small side. And then of course they came out with the Dayan Megamix Pro XL or whatever, the larger version, which of course that one would have been nice, but I have the standard version. But you can see, let's compare sizes here. The YuHu is definitely bigger, and that was the main reason that got me to start researching, because I was solving on this, and this has, so real quick, let's go over. This has core magnets. This is pretty much the only Megaminx that has the corner to core magnetization or ball core situation going on with it. It's just really nice. It doesn't. So this is what I mean with the indentations. This one doesn't have all of the like grooves and bumps and whatnot for your grip. But honestly, I haven't really missed it or noticed really. What I will say is the turning is so smooth on this. It's like actually so fast that sometimes it gets a little bit ahead of me. I had to tighten this for sure. So let's take off the center cap on this one. And this one actually, it used to have a tan side here, but personally, I don't know if I'm going like colorblind as I'm going older, but I don't like how close the tan and white are at all. It just makes solving the white side that much easier when I don't have any tan pieces to deal with. A lot of people put their black on the top, but I really wanted, I guess I could put the gray on the side here where the black is and put the black on top, but it really doesn't matter to me. I just wanted the ivory color gone. And I've done actually a lot better. It's funny because you wouldn't think it made that much of a deal, but it really messed with my eyes. Like when I was starting, as a beginner, you're starting off just your star or your cross, and then building your F2L and whatnot, and all of that. It's like seeing the pieces with ivory just really threw me off. But anyway, so it was really nice that they actually came with a separate color. So these do not come with a separate color. You are stuck with ivory. I don't even know of any like replacement caps. I know they do like a replacement core, I think, or something else. I personally haven't looked into it too much, so don't quote me on it. But yeah, here, like, you can hopefully see these side by side. Just see just how much bigger. Like this one's a full finger at least taller, which then it's a good like a few centimeters. But yeah, like anyways, so personally, that my overall assessment then, now that I've gone over them a little bit, actually let me show you the center adjustments on these, because this is a little different. These caps are a little different how they come off, but they have really nice adjustments. So not only does this have ball core, but it has a finger hand adjustable tensions. I think it's just 1 through 5. Yeah, it's just numbers 1 through 5, and you just click, 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 however you want it, and repeat for the other 11 sides. And it's very simple. I will say, like, this cube, I did not know anything about Megaminx when I got it. I just dove in, and it's given me no like resistance. Like, I've adjusted every side, I've changed out the caps, I've changed out the piece colors. I've done quite a bit of customization to this for not knowing much about the cube or how it works or how it comes together or anything, and it's been very easy to work with. So this is my personal recommendation, but again, it's far more expensive. This one's like $40-something, if not 50-something, and this is like 15. So there's a big difference, but it's also a big difference in performance. you know, if you're on a budget, go for the YuHu, absolutely. If you have the money to spare, go for the Megaminx. And I would like, or the Dayan Megamix, sorry. But I would also say get the XL. It's only a little bit bigger, which would make it closer to the size of the YuHu. And I just think this is a really nice size. But like this one is a lot heavier. Let me weigh these for you guys real quick, because the YuHu is a lot heavier. I will say this is a. Yeah, so the Dayan, this is so light. This is only 99 grams. I mean, that's barely, I mean, it's really only like 15 grams heavier than a 3x3. Where I have a feeling this is really heavy. Let's see. Yeah, 151. So you have an extra 52 grams in weight. So again, I have a very strong feeling, and I could look this up on the Cubicle website, but I have a strong feeling that this one is closer to the size of this, but not the weight. I'm sure it's a lot lighter still, because there's no way that this gains 50 something grams just by the extra few centimeters or whatever, a few millimeters, sorry, that they add to the size. So yeah, I would recommend the XL because it'll probably fit more people's hands and grip, and I just don't think it's that much bigger or that much difference where you really would need the small one. I think that the small one, you know, performs amazing. I think that, you know, I've really fallen in love with this one. I've fallen in love with the Megaminx because of this puzzle. This thing turns so nice. I mean, you can see I'm flicking it all over the place, and it always ends up turned back at exactly, you know, square with the cube. And I mean, this one corner cuts even better. I mean, I'm barely lifting that up, and it's just, and I have this on a somewhat tight tension. I mean, I can even. So there's your J perm. Yeah, I've not like, so that's one of those things, like I don't know much about even PLLs and OLLs on a Megaminx yet, but I know like if you cycle your J perm 3 times, it'll reset the cube. Same with like a lot of algs. But that's one of the biggest the hardest parts about Megaminx is like identifying your cases, and it's the same with like switching to like the mirror block or anything where you're used to identifying, you know, a cube and colors in a certain pattern and everything. We get used to a very specific set of rules or whatever regarding this cube, and when all of these different puzzles start to break those rules, it really gets us thinking. And so yeah, that's probably one of the hardest things, because most of Megaminx is just 3x3. You build your cross or your star, your F2L. You just keep inserting pairs, and then you end up doing OLL and PLL. Again, I just do it the beginner way at the moment, but I know there are advanced methods out there, so I just need to learn them. And also, this is just a kind of like what's coming. I ordered the X-Man Hong. I want to do a review on that 5x5. I've tried it now, and I kind of wanted to try it first, but now that I've felt what it feels like, I'm excited to get it, and I'll be doing a review on that cube. I'm also, let's see, we're getting a clock finally. That's a new event I'm going to start trying to participate in. Also, the square one. That's been a little bit difficult. They've been sold out, so I've been waiting, and they finally just got it back in stock, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, there's a bunch of new cubes coming in. Like I said, different types of puzzles. I've been trying to break away from just 3x3. Obviously 3x3 is always going to be the main event and most people's favorite, but I would like to break away and just kind of do some other puzzles. And again, if there's some people out there that like love Megaminx or love Scube or love Square One, like please leave it in the comments, because I can do other giveaways also. I do 3x3 giveaways because that seems to be what most people want. But if there's enough people out there that have the demand for something different, let's do it. Let's go for it. I mean, I'm happy to like, you know, interact with you guys and see what's what. So let me know what you guys would prefer. Like right now we have our customization Maylong giveaway. We added our magnets. UV coating will be here tomorrow, as I said, so I'm going to finish that up, and then pretty much by the weekend we'll have announced a winner, and that giveaway will be wrapped up, and we'll have another one started. So thank you everyone, thanks for tuning in. If I have anything else to give you guys about these, I will check in again, but I think that's it for now. Like I said, it's just 2 Megaminxes compared, and I would say Dayan all the way. They're crushing it. But yeah, you guys, peace.